Hi everyone, welcome back to The Woman Next Door. I am Anukriti. If you're new here, this podcast is for women in India juggling careers, motherhood, dreams, trying to figure out who we are in the middle of it all. Today I'm talking about something I'm quite literally experiencing right now as I record this episode: the weekend irritation. That feeling where you can't pinpoint what's really wrong, but you're just annoyed. Turns out there is a reason for it. And it has everything to do with who's really running the household, even when we tell ourselves we're doing the bare minimum. Let's get into it. It's Saturday morning. I just woke up feeling irritated. I can't pinpoint one thing that went wrong. It's the small things which are disturbing me: a hand towel misplaced by my husband, toys lying on the floor in disorder, and I can't really tell what's bothering me. There's a pattern that I've observed in my marriage. Whenever I bring up these issues, my husband's defense notes are, "You didn't tell me to do it." So I became Besharam, and now I tell him things that need doing. The ratio is more like I tell him 100 things and maybe 20 get done, or if I tell him the same thing 10 times, then it gets done. And most of the fights happen on the weekends. There's a pattern. I used to think that my mind is idle on the weekends, so it flips out. And as women, we tend to always blame ourselves and think that there's something wrong in our behavior, which is why we are perhaps overreacting. Lately, what I've realized is it's not my problem. During the week, I get exhausted. And I have a lot of help: a nanny, two cooks, a house help, a gardener. So, on paper, it should be easy. The reality is, I'm the one managing all of them. And what that looks like: so, what is supposed to be cooked for the baby, which ingredients need to be included in the meals, what activities to be included in his playtime, what gets cooked for us, breakfast, lunch, dinner, which part of the house needs dusting, which clothes need laundry, all the research, documenting, coordinating, that's on me. Because I am the house CEO. By the way, nobody gave me this title. I just realized it. And I don't think actual CEOs do this much. And in my head, this is just the bare minimum because I have all the help. During the week, I work from home and I tell myself that I'm doing the bare minimum, just managing, keeping things running through the week. Here's the thing: the bare minimum is still me doing it. I'm the one doing the thinking about everything. And the weekend? Come weekend, and I lose it because I suddenly see how much I've been carrying mentally, physically, emotionally. And is it really the time for me to relax even when I want to? No, I can't because there's too much still in my head. On the face of it, people would say that you have all the help, and they would wonder why I am so tired. Managing his Managing a house is so underrated and always under my radar. It gets dressed up in compliments. You're the mother, you're the boss, you know the best. Nice words that hide the reality of overwork. And I don't fully blame my partner. We've discussed, fought about this before, right? The truth is, even when I try to step back, I can't. A few examples, right? At the middle of the night, I'm up for water and I check the baby's blanket, I turn off the kitchen lights, or I'll just put something back to order that I find in disorder. Now, nobody has asked me to do this. I just do it automatically, almost subconsciously. These small things add up, and that's what causes me the weekend exhaustion. So by the weekend, I am depleted. I can't name exactly why I get irritated, so I pick something which is a small and visually available, a towel or the toys, and when I analyze, it looks like I'm overreacting, but I am not. It's the everything underneath through the week that causes that reaction. Like I said, what I'm noticing is more often than not, I'm the one managing everything. We've covered that part. But it's not even that the labor is divided between inside chores and outside chores. Inside chores are default my responsibility. Outside chores are optional for my husband. If he's ready, great. If not, we'll have to do a reallocation and maybe I end up doing those too. See, I am educated, I earn my own money, so I can't clearly draw a line saying that the outside world is yours and inside is mine. That feels outdated, isn't it? But it also means everything becomes my responsibility. What I've realized is the weekend irritation is not because my mind is idle, which is what I used to think for a very long time. It's because my mind is suffocated. It's like a pressure cooker whistle, it just has to release after a point. And and like I said before, I don't fully blame my husband. He comes from a certain conditioning the same way I do. Indian men have been educated to marry independent women, but not educated to share the load with those same women. He hasn't specifically asked me to do any of these things. Since we got married, I just naturally took ownership of these activities. Both of us have to do a lot of unlearning. Now, let's move to what I am trying to do differently. So, part one is to acknowledge that this is really happening. It's the invisible work of management that I am doing all the week. I'm still telling my husband what needs to be done, but I'm trying to do it gently, not in an irritated way, like, you forgot it again. How many times do I have to tell you? I just post things on WhatsApp group. For our baby's medical appointments, I make a list of things we need to discuss and I ask him to contribute too. And if he mentions something, I tell him that note it down because you will forget. For things related to our son, I'm being very direct. It's the weekend. I am not deciding what he eats today. You're his father. You decide the menu. Just look in the fridge. You have seen the meals I make for him. So you contribute. And there is a nanny, right? And honestly, even with all of these strategies, I am still the one thinking about it all because I am the household CEO, right? These changes are moving things very slowly. Some days it feels like progress, the other days it just feels futile. And I don't have a magic solution where suddenly the mental load is equally shared. Maybe that doesn't exist, or maybe it takes years of unlearning for the both of us. So, what am I doing for myself while I figure this out? I'm making deliberate attempts to cut off. I go to the salon, no justifications, nothing. Just go for salon appointments, meet friends without family, take time that's just mine. Not because it solves the mental load problem, but because I need to breathe. I'm trying to be gentler with myself when I make mistakes. That feeling of, oh gosh, I forgot about it, I did it wrong, that's slowly fading away. Because the perfectionism that drives me to manage everything, that's also exhausting me, right? These aren't solutions to the household CEO problem per se. They're just ways I'm trying to survive while the bigger unlearning happens for both of us. What I'm learning is to at least acknowledge that all of this is happening. I'm naming it. I'm not gaslighting myself that I am overreacting because my mind is idle over the weekend. The irritation is real, the exhaustion is real, and just because I don't have it all figured out doesn't mean the problem isn't real. If you are listening to this and you feel that weekend irritation, If you can't pinpoint why you are annoyed, but you just are, maybe check. Are you the household CEO too? Are you managing everything even when you have all the help? Are you doing all the thinking even when tasks get delegated? You're not overreacting. That weekend irritation is real. It's your mind and body saying, this isn't sustainable. I don't have all the answers yet. I'm still figuring this out. But at least now I know what I'm actually irritated about. And that's a start. Thanks for listening. I'll see you next week.